love Athens. It's my city.
We live between statues, symbols, philosophy, history.
Sometimes I say, well, can you believe that I'm in the city where like Socrates walked?
Athens is by no means a pretty city. It's just a city of a lot of contradictions.
Many people that come to Greece just focus on the islands, but there are many secret corners to discover in the city of Athens that are really unique.
When you visit Acropolis, you feel like you are entering in another century. You look at Acropolis and you say, wow, how did they do this?
Acropolis is the summary of history, of what classical Athens was and what classical culture is. Normally, archaeological museums are too serious. We like to go closer to people and show them that all these masterpieces is a product of society, of people like us. They have an immediate link with the sculpture. They can talk to the souls of the visitors.
Lagmeni Lake, it's a thermal spa. Its water have healing properties, and we also have here what we call spa fish, little fish that bite dead cells off. A lot of people actually don't expect to find this here. And after the first reaction that might be, what's going on, I think they like it. It's a once-in-a-lifetime, let's say, experience.
This is my sandal shop. My grandfather was the one who established the business. And my father is the one who started making these ancient Greek-looking sandals that became famous throughout the world. I want people to constantly love me. That's why when they come here, we take so much time to make sure that they fit. You know, we shave all the edges to accommodate their bunions, their peculiarities, even their psychological, you know, state of being. You get some poetry on your feet.
Meliartos is two words, meli, which is honey, and artos, which is bread. We serve Greek pies with handmade dough, like we made it in the villages, and Greek coffee.
Greeks are a coffee culture. The French drink wine, we drink coffee.
This is the best coffee in Athens, probably.
Στο Tough Coffee μπορεί να βρεις καφέδες από όλο τον κόσμο, τους οποίους τους αγοράζουμε απευθείας από τις μικρές φάρμες ανά τον κόσμο. Σερβίρουμε μόνο καφέ και να αγοράσεις ταυτόχρονα και πολλούς καφέδες από τις μικρές φάρμες για το σπίτι του.
All the Athens is coming here to eat souvlaki from Kostas. We have the unique tomato sauce. The sauce came from father to grandfather. And the Kostas is the only one who stay in the original recipe.
I told you, we are the best.
He's an artist of souvlaki. He enjoys souvlaki.
Athens has many different cuisines, but nobody has ever opened a restaurant from the Mani area. Most of our recipes come from that area, and so does the ingredients. We have homemade pasta that comes from Mani, smoked ham called sirino.
Usually, the women of Mani, they don't have a lot of time to cook. So I will prepare a plate that they do it very quickly so they can feed their family.
It's delicious.
Wine is something that brings you together. It's around a bottle of wine you always discuss. At Heroklito, it's a wine bar with only Greek wines. We have more than 200 Greek wines. We have some indigenous varieties that are really unique. And the truth is, it's a good wine.
There's actually been a bit of a cocktail craze in Athens. We tend to work with more classic tastes and maybe play around with them a little bit as opposed to invent stuff. Every European capital has a few old cafes that you got the feeling of being there forever. At some point, Athens stopped having like an old cafe. Okay, obviously this is a new place, but the whole concept behind it is to try and make it look like it's been here forever. People want to be in a place that feels like has history and life.
This is 6 dogs. It used to be a dump, and nobody had like been here like for 70 years. More or less, we just wanted the space to be what it is. I mean, like, just have the trees and like the sand downstairs. It also has this big building upstairs that has a gallery space, a small bar, and a gig space for hosting club events and live gigs and seminars and stuff like that. It's in a small and smelly alley, and you wouldn't never expect to see this thing here. I'm very optimistic about Athens, although like the last 4 or 5 years have been very, very harsh. I think this will be the year that everything will change.